Project quality management. Project quality management addresses the management of the project and the deliverables of the project. The inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of plan quality, perform quality assurance, and perform quality control are described in this chapter. What are the differences between quality assurance and quality control? Quality is the degree to which the project fulfills requirements. Quality management includes creating and following policies and procedures in order to ensure that a project meets the defined needs it was intended to meet from the customer's perspective. Some perspectives of project quality management. Customer satisfaction. Quality is all about meeting the expectations and requirements of the customer and stakeholders and creating a product that fulfills those needs and is fit for its intended use. Prevention. Quality is achieved by planning, designing, and building it into a product or process from the inception. Management responsibility. It is up to the project team to ensure the success of quality efforts, but it is up to organizational management to provide the financial resources needed for quality efforts to succeed. Continuous improvement. Quality and process improvement relies on the ongoing plan, do, check, act cycle. Quality versus grade. Quality is the degree to which the characteristics of a product meet the demands or expectations of the project. Or simply, quality is conformance to the requirements. It includes the product and the customer's requirements. Grade is a category or rank assigned to products or service having the same functional use but different technical characteristics. For example, there are different grades of paint, different grades of metal, and even different grades of travel. There is a big difference between the quality and the grade. Low quality does not equal to low grade. Low quality is not acceptable. On the other hand, low grade is never a problem, and it is acceptable. A product or service, regardless of its grade, must be of high quality. Accuracy is how close a measured value is to the actual value. It is the measure of exactness. Precision is how close the measured values are to each other. It is an assessment of correctness. Quality is the degree to which the project fulfills requirements. Quality management includes creating and following policies and procedures in order to ensure that a project meets the defined needs it was intended to meet from the customer's perspective. Project quality management includes the processes and activities of the performing organization that determine quality policies, objectives, and responsibilities so that the project will satisfy the needs for which it was undertaken. There are three core project quality management processes which include plan quality management, perform quality assurance, and control quality. Plan quality management is the process of identifying quality requirements and/or standards for the project and its deliverables, and documenting how the project will demonstrate compliance with relevant quality requirements. The key benefit of this process is that it provides guidance and direction on how quality will be managed and validated throughout the project. The inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of this process are depicted in this figure. Inputs for plan quality. Scope baseline. The product scope often contains details of technical issues and other concerns that can affect quality planning. Stakeholder register. Identify stakeholders possessing a particular interest in, or having an impact on quality. The components of the requirements documentation include project and product quality requirements. Risk register contains information on threats and opportunities that may impact quality requirements. The enterprise environmental factors that influence the planned quality management process include, but are not limited to, governmental agency regulations, rules, standards, and guidelines specific to the application area, and working or operating conditions of the project or its deliverables that may affect project quality. The organizational process assets that influence the planned quality management process include, but are not limited to, organizational quality policies, procedures, and guidelines, and historical databases. Quality planning must consider cost-benefit trade-offs. The primary benefit of meeting quality requirements is less rework, which means higher productivity, lower costs, and increased stakeholder satisfaction. The primary cost of meeting quality requirements is the expense associated with project quality management activities. Quality costs are the total costs incurred by investment in preventing non-conformance to requirements, appraising the product or service for conformance to requirements, and failing to meet requirements. Failure costs are also called cost of poor quality. Failure costs are often categorized into internal and external. 7 basic quality tools. Kaoru Ishikawa developed 7 basic visual tools of quality so that the average person could analyze and interpret data. They are cause and effect diagram, flowcharts, check sheets, Pareto diagrams, histograms, control charts, and scatter diagrams. These tools have been used worldwide by companies, managers of all levels, and employees. The cause and effect diagram is also called the fishbone diagram. It is a tool for discovering all the possible causes for a particular effect. The major purpose of this diagram is to act as a first step in problem solving by creating a list of possible causes. First, clearly identify and define the problem or effect for which the causes must be identified. Place the problem or effect at the right or the head of the diagram. Identify all the broad areas of the problem. Write in all the detailed possible causes in each of the broad areas. Each cause identified should be looked upon for further more specific causes. View the diagram and evaluate the main causes. Set goals and take action on the main causes. Flowchart is a graphical representation of a process showing the relationships among process steps. It can help project to identify the points where quality problems might occur and may cause failures. Preventive or corrective measures can be taken to avoid problems. Benchmarking involves comparing actual or planned project practices to those of comparable projects to identify best practices, generate ideas for improvement, and provide a basis for measuring performance. Design of experiments is a statistical method for identifying which factors may influence specific variables of a product or process under development or in production. Design of experiments may be used during the planned quality management process to determine the number and type of tests and their impact on cost of quality. Statistical sampling involves choosing part of a population of interest for inspection. For example, selecting 10 engineering drawings at random from a list of 75. Sample frequency and sizes should be determined during the plan quality management process, so the costed quality will include the number of tests, expected scrap, etc. Other quality planning tools are used to define the quality requirements and to plan effective quality management activities. These include, but are not limited to, brainstorming. This technique is used to generate ideas. Nominal group technique. This technique is used to allow ideas to be brainstormed in small groups and then reviewed by a larger group. Outputs for plan quality process. The quality management plan is a component of the project management plan that describes how the organization's quality policies will be implemented. It describes how the project management team plans to meet the quality requirements set for the project. A quality metric is an operational definition that describes what is being measured and how it will be measured during the performed quality assurance or control processes. Some examples of quality metrics include defect density, failure rate, availability, reliability, and test coverage. A quality checklist is a structured tool, usually component-specific, used to verify that a set of required steps has been performed. The process improvement plan focuses on finding inefficiencies in a process or activity and eliminating them. Process improvement should focus on process boundaries, which describes the purpose for the process and its expected start and end dates. Process configuration, so that you know what processes are performed, when and how they interact. And process metrics. The matrices and measurements involved in process, like time, number of errors, etc. Project documents that may be updated include, but are not limited to, stakeholder register, responsibility assignment matrix, and work breakdown structure and WBS dictionary. Perform quality assurance is the process of auditing the quality requirements and the results from quality control measurements to ensure that appropriate quality standards and operational definitions are used. The key benefit of this process is that it facilitates the improvement of quality processes. The inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of this process are depicted in this figure. Inputs for perform quality assurance process. The quality management plan describes the quality assurance and continuous process improvement approaches for the project. Process improvement plan. The project's quality assurance activities should be supportive of and consistent with the performing organization's process improvement plans. The quality metrics provide the attributes that should be measured in the allowable variations. Quality control measurements are used to analyze and evaluate the quality of the processes of the project against the standards of the performing organization or the requirements specified. Project documents may influence quality assurance work and should be monitored within the context of a system for configuration management. Tools and techniques for perform quality assurance process. The perform quality assurance process uses the tools and techniques of the plan quality management and control quality processes. In addition, other tools that are available include affinity diagrams, prioritization matrices, and matrix diagrams. Some perspectives of project quality management. Customer satisfaction. Quality is all about meeting the expectations and requirements of the customer and stakeholders. The inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of this process are depicted in this figure. Outputs for perform quality assurance process. Change requests are used to take corrective action, preventive action, or to perform defect repair. Elements of the project management plan that may be updated include, but are not limited to, quality management plan, scope management plan, schedule management plan, and cost management plan. Project documents that may be updated include, but are not limited to, quality audit reports, training plans, and process documentation. Elements of the organizational process assets that may be updated include, but are not limited to, the organization's quality standards and the quality management system. Control quality is the process of monitoring and recording results of executing the quality activities to assess performance and recommend necessary changes. The key benefits of this process include identifying the causes of poor process or product quality and recommending and/or taking action to eliminate them, and validating that project deliverables and work meet the requirements specified by key stakeholders necessary for final acceptance. The inputs, tools and techniques and outputs of this process are depicted in this figure. Inputs for perform quality control process. The project management plan contains the quality management plan, which is used to control quality, that describes how quality control will be performed within the project. A quality metric describes a project or product attribute and how it will be measured. Some examples of quality metrics include function points, mean time between failure, and mean time to repair. Quality checklists are structured lists that help to verify that the work of the project and its deliverables fulfill a set of requirements. Work performance data can include planned versus actual technical performance, planned versus actual schedule performance, and planned versus actual cost performance. Approved change requests may include modifications, such as defect repairs, revised work methods, and revised schedule. The timely implementation of approved changes needs to be verified. A deliverable is any unique and verifiable product, result, or capability that results in a validated deliverable required by the project. The organizational process assets that influence the control quality process include, but are not limited to, the organization's quality standards and policies, standard work guidelines, and issue and defect reporting procedures and communication policies. Tools and techniques for perform quality control process. The 7 basic quality tools are illustrated conceptually in these figures. Statistical sampling. Samples are selected and tested as defined in the quality management plan. An inspection is the examination of a work product to determine if it conforms to documented standards. The results of an inspection generally include measurements and may be conducted at any level. All approved change requests should be reviewed to verify that they were implemented as approved. Outputs for perform quality control. Validated changes are the results of changes, defect repairs, or variances that have been inspected and corrected. Validated deliverables involves using the tools and techniques of this process to determine if the deliverable is correct and accurate. Change requests. If the recommended corrective or preventive actions or a defect repair requires a change to the project management plan, a change request should be initiated in accordance with the defined Perform integrated change control process. Elements of the project management plan that may be updated include, but are not limited to, quality management plan and process improvement plan. Project documents that may be updated include, but are not limited to, quality standards, agreements, quality audit reports and change logs supported with corrective action plans, training plans and assessments of effectiveness, and process documentation, such as information obtained using the 7 basic quality tools, or the quality management and control tools. Elements of the organizational process assets that may be updated include, but are not limited to, completed checklists, lessons learned documentation, the causes of variances, the reasoning behind the corrective action chosen, and other types of lessons learned from control quality are documented. Let's review this chapter. Project quality management works to ensure that the project requirements, including product requirements, are met and validated. The project manager and the project management team are responsible for managing the trade-offs associated with delivering the required levels of both quality and grade. The project management team should determine the appropriate levels of accuracy and precision for use in the quality management plan. Academy for International Modern Studies is a UK-based globally recognized institution in project management studies. AIMS offers following programs through interactive learning: Certified Project Manager, Master Diploma in Project Management, MBA in Project Management. For details, please visit aims.education.